AE4FH, and welcome to HamRadio.World. We're here at Hamvention 2018, and we found the HamStudyorg people. So, Richard, we got our licenses by studying with HamStudyorg.
That's awesome.
Can you explain for the people watching what HamStudyorg is?
I'd be happy to. So we created HamStudy. Basically, I've been a volunteer examiner. I helped give exams for about 10 years, and I created HamStudyorg because we saw a lot of people coming through, especially youth and other demographics that are a little less represented in the amateur radio community, and a lot of them were failing their exams. They come in and they say, well, I've been taking practice exams over and over again, and I haven't seen half these questions. And most of the quote-unquote study tools that I found online, and there are some exceptions besides us, but they focus just on practice exams, and they focus just on, it's random, it's better than nothing, but there's much more efficient ways that technology can help with people studying for the amateur radio license. And so we've just been trying to help that. The first interaction most people have with ham radio is either study and licensing and license examinations, and that's like the most out of date in ham radio for almost the entire, almost everywhere. And so HamStudy's mission with our sister site, examtools.org, has been kind of to improve that overall, and we focus on that. We've got a new mobile app we just released. And we focus on providing some tools that help you to focus, let you narrow in on the places where you need, give you intelligence statistics-driven flashcards, and just actually give you a way of, it actively helps you to study for your license, instead of just passively letting you see over and over again how close am I to passing.
So let me tell you a bit about what we did using HamStudyorg. So when we studied for our licenses, we made an account and we would read the questions without the wrong answers showing.
The hide distractors option.
And we would read them a couple times so that you get a little used to what it is. And then I would usually read it just once over and see if I actually remembered which one it was, just to be sure. And then we would practice using the flashcards like that. And if we didn't absolutely know the answer, we would push I don't know, so we don't accidentally learn the wrong answer. And
the I don't know feature is actually one that we were under the impression not a lot of people were using, and so our app doesn't actually have it right now. And one of the biggest pieces of feedback that we've gotten over the last few weeks since we've added that, and yours is the latest confirmation, is that apparently that's something that people really want us to add back. So that will be coming soon. It's still there on the website, but it's not in the app, but that will be coming soon. And it's good to know that that's helpful for you.
Yeah, it actually does help quite a bit. So the explanations for each question, I know they're volunteer-based. Like if you know a good way to explain it, you can put an explanation. So not all of the questions either had very good explanations, or they might have been good explanations, but you just don't know the terms for that because you're not that far yet. So what we did was, when we were learning about resistance, we didn't understand the explanation very much. So we went outside, turned on the hose, and we kind of learned about resistance by, look, pretend this kink is the resistor. And it made the water go a lot less. So this will be like...
That's pretty cool. If you guys can remember some of the stuff that you did and make videos of that, that would be a huge benefit to the ham radio community, because there are a lot of people in your same situation. I mean, we try to encourage good explanations. I try to edit them and improve them when I can, and I solicit help from others who are a little more knowledgeable than I am on some areas when I don't feel I know it well enough. But videos, especially videos that can help our younger ham radio operators, such as yourself and your siblings, there's not enough of those, and I would really, really love to see more of those, and I'd love to have links to those from our study website.
So HamStudyorg is free. How do you keep it free?
So there's two main ways that we're able to keep it free. First of all, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our sponsor, ICOM. They have been great. They actually contacted us when we did the site redesign about 6 years back. They saw what we were doing. They saw the way that we were approaching things, and they said that that was something, decided that was something they wanted to support for the amateur radio community. This is something I really don't think ICOM gets enough credit for, is that I have seen them actively look for ways that they can contribute back to the community, and they've been a great partner for us. Most of our funding actually comes from these antennas. So our parent company is called Signal Stuff. It's the company that owns HamStudyorg and ExamTools.org. And we actually hand make these. We get volunteers from our community who also want to support HamStudyorg, who gather in my garage, and we build these antennas by hand. These are super elastic signal sticks. So they're extremely flexible. We sell these to support HamStudyorg. That's what funds us coming to the Dayton Hamvention. It's the only reason we can make it here, whilst with a free study app. And we sell those online at signalstuff.com. And then in addition, we also just released our offline mobile app, which you can find if you go to HamStudyorg and click Get the App, which is a new link that just appeared there a couple weeks ago. It's all of the same tools as HamStudyorg. In fact, HamStudyorg will soon look the same, or at least the app on it will look the same, once we are able to port everything back in. It's got some new improvements that if you guys use, I'd love to see your feedback from. But we are charging $3.99 for that. The website will always be free, so that's not something that's ever going to go away. This is just if you need to be able to study when you're not connected to the internet, in addition. And so those are kind of the things that help us keep it free. There are, of course, costs to running the site. We have server costs, we have development costs.
That's right. Good luck
I
on
have
that.
some partners that help me out. And sometimes we have design costs, because part of the reason that HamStudy, I think, works so well is we've been able to come up with a very clean design. And all of that does cost, and that's how we keep that free, is we've got these antennas and ICOM sponsorship.
Well, let's hope it keeps working.
I think it will. So far, so good. The important thing is just make sure we're able to get tools that the people like you need to get involved. I love to see youth getting more involved in ham radio. So thanks for what you guys are doing.
And thank you for having HamStudy so we could get into this.
Our pleasure.
Stay tuned for more videos during Dayton 73.